I'm Ross from Airsoft, and I'm going to be attending my first Milsim West. I'll be attending Black Sea Storm at Fort Stewart down in Georgia. Now, if you've been watching the Amped Airsoft YouTube channel or following us on social media for a little while, you've probably seen that we go to a lot of national events. One of those events being Milsim West. Now, Milsim West is not your typical airsoft game, or even Milsim. This is a true military simulation. Starting from the ruck onto the field to surviving the full 40 hours and coming back off, you are in the game from step on to step off. So before we drive down to Georgia, let's get prepared for Milsim West.
Safe to say I'm the biggest, the largest. Been stepping up since my mama stayed in them apartments, regardless.
Oh, Milsim West Black Sea Storm fit check. We got the Loas, the KSK pants, all the Flectarn with the chest rig, KA4. Ready to go. See you out there, guys. Milsim West games last 40 hours from Friday to Sunday, and you are not allowed to leave the AO or return to your vehicle, which means that you have to bring everything you need for the entire weekend with you on game start. So a big part of Milsim West is prepping and packing all of your kit, making sure you have everything ready to go. This is going to be broken into two main categories: the impression kit that I'm wearing and the sustainment kit that I need to make it the 40 hours. So I'm incredibly lucky to be able to run a kit with the KVB impression group. They do KSK impressions from the German military. If I'm being 100% honest with you, I am not the best person to explain this kit. If you want more details on this kit, you should check out the Gear Locker on YouTube. He does a lot of really great breakdowns into all the individual pieces and what kind of goes into making it as a whole. I am not the right resource for that. I am simply running what other people have told me to run. I'm not even able to pronounce half the stuff. And then with this kit, we are going to be running the recce green side. So what that pretty much means is that we are doing more of a reconnaissance kit rather than our direct action kit. The direct action kit, you'll see plate carriers, helmets, things of that nature, whereas with this recce kit, we're running chest rigs, boonies, and then we have their smock, which we'll go over in a second here. I have some Loa boots, KSK pants. They have a very large knee pad, which is very nice. I'm rocking just a Faro Concepts inner belt. I have the German KSK shirt. So then, as I said, we have the boonie here, which is what they run instead of a helmet, because this is the recce green side version of the kit. I also have the smock, which this is a sniper smock I borrowed from one of my coworkers here. It's a little bit big on me, but it works. They're kind of meant to be a little oversized. We have lots of big pockets on this guy. I plan to utilize these pockets quite a bit. I have a set of gloves. These are some leather gloves. And then I have some ESS glasses, which are, you know, pretty cheap. They're not Oakleys or anything, but they'll do the job for the weekend. I don't usually have bad fogging with them. And then just a tan balaclava with a little mesh insert in here so that my teeth are protected. Now, here's the chest rig. This guy's built out as the KSK would do it for the most part. Is on the side here, a large med pouch. You can open it up in here. And I have CR123, a speed loader just in case. Got a little handheld flashlight. I've got one of these beautiful rag rolls. If you've never used one of these, you just get them wet and they become a full rag. It's actually pretty impressive. I have a little Camp Snap camera in here. I have a notepad. So this is actually a red line item by Milsim West. Milsim West has red line items on their check sheet. So when you go through your kit to make sure you have everything you need, you can check off those red line items. If you do not have a red line item, they will not let you on the field to play. So even though I don't really see myself using a notebook and pencil, I still have to bring it nonetheless. And it's really a light item, so it's no big deal. I've got some fog wipes in here. And that is the kind of med pouch, which obviously doesn't have its meds in there. And then I have a double mag pouch here, which I'm probably going to be running this mag in my replica. So then this pouch will be open for other additive things I need to carry on me. I have an additional 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mag pouches, or rather mag spaces on here. So that is a combat load of about 6 mags on the rig, 1 in the rifle. And I could honestly fit another 2 on there. Double grenade pouch here, so I can run 2 frags up front. I have a GP pouch on the side here, which as of right now, I just have a big old bottle of water in. Me and Eric split a case of those, so if you're going to any game with a buddy, think about splitting a case of water. Water is very important. Staying hydrated is very important. And then the last thing I added on this guy is a little GoPro mount here, which just allows me to snap this little GoPro on and off so that I can continue to bring you guys content from out on the field while not truly breaking the immersion of this kit. So the replica, this is a Ares G36, which has been modified to be a KA4 model. I hope I'm saying all this correct. As I said, I am not the knower of the KVB, KSK impression kits. I am more a follower. We had to replace the stock, the handguard, and the front rail to make it the KA4. I have the LLM1 on here, which is a ugly, horrible flashlight, but it is what they run. And then I have a FLIR thermal on here. Now, the FLIR thermal is absolutely not a kosher sight for the German group. However, I am being allowed to run it because it is a thermal, and a thermal in Airsoft is practically cheating. As some of the group members will say, if they had it, they would have ran it, and so that is what we are doing with this. So speaking of the German group, I have a can of sauerkraut here on the table. And the reason for that is because I am considered a probationary member. I have not been to a game with KVB, but I've been in their general interest group for a while, and me doing a Milsim West with the group and doing the whole 40 hours, is what can kind of allow me to become an official member of the group. And part of that member initiation is carrying a can of sauerkraut in my ruck with me all 40 hours, and then at the end of the weekend getting a little baptism with it. So I'll be looking forward to that and officially becoming a member of the KVB. They're all a bunch of really cool guys that I've so far had a lot of fun engaging with and building this kit out with, and I'm really excited to go and play some Airsoft with them too. So this is a Monroe ruck. It is the kosher ruck for the Greenside Recce German team. It is a rather small ruck, as you can probably tell. It's only a 75-liter ruck, and I have packed it to the brim. I weighed it earlier. It's coming in around 23 pounds. So it's about where I'd want it. It's not too heavy, but it's also got everything I need in it. Starting from the top, I have a kosher Gore-Tex wet weather jacket here. The lid opens up actually into a little pocket. This is where I'm keeping all of my toiletries. So toothbrush, I have a little med kit with some ibuprofen, band-aids, stuff like that in case any small injuries happen on the field. You don't want a small injury to take you out for the weekend. Got a shit shovel because you got to go somewhere. Some dude wipes because you got to go. And an external battery here just in case I need to charge cameras, GoPros, anything like that. Quick access. I don't have to really dig for it. And some toothpaste. All right, and then we open it up. Now you'll see something interesting on the inside here. There's some trash bags in there. So the way I've done this is I have lined the inside of the bag with a trash bag and then another trash bag. So it is double lined with 2 trash bags. And there are 2 reasons why I did that. The first reason is this bag is now effectively waterproof. Everything in here is trash bagged up 2 times, and no water is going to get into this bag and into the stuff unless it comes through the top here, or I got some big holes. The second reason is because Milsim West requires you to bring trash bags as a red line item to pick up all of your trash while on the field. So since I have these 2 trash bags in here, whenever I use any trash, any food, anything like that, I can stuff it in between the 2 layers of trash bags, and then at the end of the event, I can take one out, take the other one as trash, and I have both my bags of stuff. So it allows me to keep my trash compact as well as keep everything dry. I think it's a really good system for packing a ruck, especially with trash bags. We will stretch this guy out here and we will start getting into this. I have a Skull Crusher mount. So this is for my night vision. So here's my night vision case as well. I have outfitted this guy with a bit of foam inside so that it keeps the PVS-14 safe. So I have my night vision, I have my Skull Crusher, and then I have a fleece hat to wear with the Skull Crusher so that it doesn't crush my skull. Now, next in the bag is a bunch of food. So these 2 items, I have broken down some MREs and taken out just the main meals. That's all these are, is the main meals. I have none of the heating stuff. My plan is to eat them cold, which is probably not gonna taste very good, but it'll get the calories in me, and it's a really lightweight, easy thing to pack, are just these meals. And then additionally, I have a whole bunch of these pulled pork barbecue packs. I have a whole bunch more Cliff Bars, because I love myself some Cliff Bars. I have some Mountain House freeze-dried ice cream sandwiches, because they're actually really good, and these things are, I mean, they weigh literally nothing. The only thing you have to worry about is crushing them in your bag, but I'll dump the dust in my mouth, it's fine. I have a small bag here. It has some 550 cord on it, and then inside it here, I have earplugs. I have some wooden spoons for my meals. I got some hydration packets, so if I want to pour these into a regular water or even one of my alkaline waters, and I can get a little bit more hydrated. Now the next item is my sleep system. So this guy is folded up really small in here. So basically, this guy comes out, and I use the bag itself to plug into the side of it, and then I inflate it up, and I will have a sleeping pad that is inflated, and it is about this sized. Now, lining the back of the bag, kind of in the middle, is most of my water. 3 water bottles in there. I'm gonna be trying to fit a 4th in here as well, and then I have my other one on my rig as well as the hydro. So that is a lot of water for the weekend. And then I have my sleeping bag. It's a down bag, so it's really light and packs down really small. If it gets wet, it ruins the insulation of it, but it is good for -20, assuming it stays dry. And then all the way in the very bottom of my kit here, I have a dry bag. This guy is vacuum sealed and locked shut, but this has all my extra clothes. I talked about having extra KSK shirts, as well as I just have an emergency pair of underwear and pants, and then I also have 4 pairs of socks in here. So this is just all of my emergency clothes. Anything I might need to change into throughout the weekend is all in this dry bag here, which is in the very bottom of my ruck. So that is everything I've packed into my ruck. Honestly, when you look at it laid out like this, it's not a lot. I have a sleep system, I have emergency clothes, I have night vision, I have food, water, and a bit of accessories. I really don't have much else outside of that. I have my wet weather gear and cold weather gear, so overall, I think I'm pretty prepared for the weekend with what I have here. That being said, if you are planning your own Milsim West and you want to know what to bring, there are a lot of really good resources that I use. We have our own blogs as well as videos in the past of other members of AMPed going to Milsim West and packing their kits, which are really great resources. There are also plenty of good resources online. I use some resources from Dirty Civ, Evike, some of those guys who have done Milsim West before and have done some pretty good bag breakdown videos. So I took some of their tips. I obviously use the Milsim West TACSOP, their sheet for packing, obviously accounting in their red line items, as well as looking at the KVB pack list and what the KSK members would actually pack to kind of fuel that impression. Now, the next important part is to go out and train. You really got to make sure that you are moving with this bag, feeling the weight, getting used to the kit. It's a bit hard to walk around out in the woods with a chest rig and a rifle, but the least we can do is go on a ruck. All right, Eric, so tell me why we are doing a 5-mile ruck on a beautiful Saturday morning.
Well, other than the fact it's beautiful out,
it is beautiful.
We are getting a little bit of practice for the ruck in for Black Sea Storm in December.
Ooh, baby! Black Sea Storm, Milsim West, they have a 5-mile ruck in. I believe if we confirmed it's 5 miles in.
Yes.
And have we confirmed AO?
Well, we're waiting on that. And I guess, like, even the 5 miles in is speculative, but that's what it seems to potentially be.
So from what we know, it's going to be Fort Stewart, the Mount facility, 5-mile ruck in. And that's what we're preparing for.
That's what we're getting ready for.
Yeah, so we have our packs on, and they're weighted up with all of our gear. And we are out here doing a ruck through the woods just to prepare ourselves and make sure that we are physically fit, even though we're not. And we're gonna die.
Speak for yourself.
I'm gonna die. All right, we are on the road to Fort Stewart down in Georgia. We have loaded up the truck with all of our pre-orders. If you didn't know, we do pre-orders for Milsim West games, most Milsim West games. You can see it on our website. Leading up to the event, you can place any order for event pickup, and we'll drive them all down so you guys can pick them up on site. So we'll be down there doing all of that tomorrow night. Here, Eric, how do you feel doing that up again?
Doing that up again.
Did you ever think you'd be back doing that up again?
I figured I'd be behind the wheel of this truck, this hog, one more time.
This hog. Figured it happened.
It's not a permanent change. It's a special treat.
Where steel and water did collide, a place called Boulder on the wild Colorado. I slipped and fell into the wet concrete below.
Dude, we're gonna be muddy.
They buried me in that great tomb that goes home.
Oh my gosh, yeah, the Civic would have a hard time on this.
I'm still around. I'll always be around.
How are we feeling?
Wet.
We are feeling wet.
A little wet.
Before step off, I'm standing here waiting for people to pick up their pre-orders. Meanwhile, Eric's about to go get checked in and chronoed. Then I'll probably do the same. Well, I don't know if this camera can actually pick up anything. Maybe it can pick up Eric in the red.
Maybe.
But we just got done doing pre-orders and we are getting ready to step off. We're gonna go meet up with our squad. Well, not really step off. We still got till midnight, but do a layout, do all the check-in stuff. We did a little bit of check-in already. And then we'll be on the field. We are switching to GoPro only now. What's up, guys? I am back in the office after the event, and I'm going to be bringing you guys a little bit of an unorthodox after-action report, just to kind of pull together everything that happened at the event. While moving around with the GoPro on my shoulder, it's a bit hard to kind of tell where all the footage is and what's happening at all times. I'll also say that during a lot of our night ops and during a lot of our raids, the big flashing light and the noises from the GoPro just weren't ideal for, you know, staying undercover. So I didn't record for a lot of those initial engagements, but then I would start recording once white lights everywhere, people are falling, dying, grenades going off, all that sort of stuff. So I'm going to be kind of sitting here in the office, piecing together some of these missing moments for you guys. So to begin, after step on, what we did is we ended up rucking back down the way that we had come up for parking. So we went a couple miles back. I'm not too sure the exact distance, but then we broke off into the woods and we did a big wrap around the field, pretty much right back up to almost where we parked. To my knowledge, RUSFOR had some groups that had a very short ruck from parking to their main buildings. But I do know that we encountered some patrols along our ruck as we were going. So we were forced to stop, drop rucks, and fight several assaults as we were moving all the way out and around. So some RUSFOR were actually sent out to our position, which was a decent ways away. I know that Bravo Company had a much longer ruck than us, and they went a totally different direction to, I believe, Village 2, which thankfully we were not a part of. However, I cannot speak on the experiences of any other squadron or platoon at the event. I can only speak on A Company and what we did, which was this ruck movement, and then we dropped rucks. Okay, what time is it right now? It is almost 4 a.m. How long do you think that ruck was, Eric?
I mean, we stepped off around like 10:30, 11 o'clock.
Well, how many miles, I mean?
KVB, we're going to be in that field in 15 minutes, right?
Copy.
Yes, sir. We're about to go hit the town in 15 minutes, so hopefully we can sleep inside the night instead of out here. Thankfully, though, it hasn't rained.
Here's hoping.
Here's hoping.
Steven.
Yeah.
Ruck's here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So after dropping our rucks, we then headed out from the woods where we were stationed and attacked the police station in the town. I started the recording right after I got downed on the initial run up. I got shot outside the building. I then was buddy aided and was able to get back up inside the building.
Ross!
Yeah!
Don't call your hip like that.
You guys want a frag?
Yeah. You need one?
I got one right here. Yo.
Hey, you got an armband?
Medic order.
What? Oh, you do? Oh, I don't got one.
Yeah.
Hey, we got NATO inside. NATO inside. NATO inside. We got NATO inside, buddy. Come on, NATO inside.
NATO inside.
I'm looking for KVB. All right.
What do we got?
KVB!
On you!
KVB!
KVB entering! Woo!
Left.
Hey, we got friendlies in here! How far? How deep?
Door. Friendlies.
All right.
Friendly.
Hey! Blue coming out! Going left! Eagle!
Ready? On you.
I think it might be clear.
Whoa! Go!
You hit this side. I think NATO's inside.
I need a 320 right now! Whoa! Come here. KBB! Where at?
KVP medic water!
Hey, I'm reloading!
Hey, if you're standing around, go revive guys outside!
KBB moving! Oh, close.
KVP medic water! After a moment of fighting inside, I got hit again by, I believe, a Taggin that had landed near me. I then needed a medic water, and I was pretty much out for the rest of that fight, so I kind of sat there waiting. After the police station engagement, we actually ended up going back up behind the Connexes and waiting there for a while half of our group went back to grab their rucks, and we kind of defended the area, making sure no more RUSFOR came in. And then once our group came back, we went back out, grabbed our rucks, and then came back to the police station. And then we made the police station our official PB for the rest of the game, or as long as we could hold it. Now, by the time we actually picked up our rucks and made it back into the police station and set up as our PB, the sun was up. It was about 6 a.m. And we started going on watch cycles. At this point, it was a little hard for me to feel tired after having done all this movement all night and the sun coming up. So I kind of stayed awake, and honestly, I was awake for most of the day after that. I have not slept yet. But we successfully took it down. Look at those RUSFOR guys. Shoot them. Get them. Get him. Get him. He's buddying. Get him. Maybe lower? You're kind of curving up, it looks like, at the end there.
Yeah, the fucking beat feel like.
That looks dead on. To the right more? Ooh, that was close.
There's no way.
I'd go low right. Low right? Like, aim for the back left corner of the bus.
I just think they're out of range.
Yeah. No, I'm they're in range for me. I just like ooh.
It's definitely
Good shot there.
Oh yeah.
So far, as of Saturday morning, I think Steven said we've done 10 miles of rucking total. Brutal.
I am good.
But they've been sending RUSFOR militia at us. Just to harass us and not let us get any sleep this morning, which is fine. We didn't sleep at all last night anyways, or this morning.
There. What is that?
We're gonna do. Push it! Push it! So the plan is to try to get as many people rest cycles as they can, so that we all have energy for some storms on these buildings later tonight. Because we can see RUSFOR over there and they're just teasing us.
Yeah.
It's still early.
We're just launching tags back and forth for fun. But I'm exhausted. And I also haven't really eaten, but I'm not hungry.
Yeah, they're just moving to Connexes. I don't think we have anybody over there.
So at this point on Saturday, we kind of hit a lull in the action. For us as NATO, we were so exhausted from doing this ruck all night long and then finally getting to bunk down. We really just wanted to get some sleep in, a little bit of food, and get our energy back up so that we could be more effective during our future raids during the night and into Sunday morning. Of course, militia was getting a little bored. They had, I believe, a shorter ruck. They were probably a little bit more well-rested, and they're just sitting there in that town in eye shot just watching us. So they just kept sending waves of guys to try to take our building. It was never really too effective just because of where we're stationed and how we're able to see pretty far out. We had guys all the way up onto the 3rd story that were able to really see any incoming forces. So we were able to hold it really well throughout the entire day, which was mainly our goal.
They're moving! Reloading! Reloading! Man! We're up here!
Tractor? There's like 2-3 guys behind me. Fucking deal.
They're getting ready. They're getting ready. And outside?
He's rotating.
Watch out, I'm coming from.
Nope. Reloading, mag.
Fuck, reloading!
Rotate. That's it.
They have to return. Hey, conserve ammo.
You guys seen anything out here?
Yeah, at the con, that building, they're behind it, but they're not really in range.
This over church.
No,
over
the
there or
closer
the
one. You
closer
saw
one?
his hand go out, yeah.
I got to piss so bad, man.
I got it. Oh, you got it.
Watch out.
No, he's
a fucking PKM in the fucking ground.
Fucking hell.
Stop moving.
Reloading. Get him. Good shit.
Watch your head. Stop. Another one. Oh, straight left. No, left.
Fuck.
Get a frag. Who's got a frag?
Support over here!
Right around the truck.
Behind the truck?
Fuck, not far enough.
They're coming up.
Bobby, I got like 2 bags left.
That's gonna be killer.
They're all
Died? Question mark? Smoke?
Died?
Oh!
That landed.
He's throwing fucking grenades.
Who did throw that?
I just got fucking.
Check your fire. We've got guys, hey, gray box, we've got multiple on both sides, just keep on.
Oh yeah, TFM doing a push. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Oh, fuck yeah.
Hey, let's get back to the front.
Sorry, my bad. Oh, shit.
Guys.
Oh, damn, I didn't even realize how close they were getting. It is officially 11:34, going on noon, and we have just been defending our PB all day from RUSFOR attacking. They've been hitting these connexes pretty hard, trying to move up on us. We are not letting them gain any ground, though. We are holding our position. I assume we're probably going to do some raids later in the night where we hit, like, some of their main PBs, which are, like, in eye shot distance, but not shooting distance. Yeah. Oh, shit.
Watch your left.
Yeah, where are they shooting at from over there? On the right here. Reloading. Don't shoot a hole in my water bottle.
Yep, he's on the left side of that, or right side of the tree.
Yeah, I see him. I also just wouldn't waste the ammo on it, honestly.
Yeah.
There's not enough manpower for them to do a push at this point. They're kind of just going to fall back, probably, so.
Yeah, just watch that guy for sure if he does try. I just don't want to dome the guy that's already dead.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Hit that guy, move him straight.
It is 3:28. Eric, how are we feeling?
Well, it's rainy, it's a little cold, but we're doing the thing, and it's a blast.
Yeah, we're having a blast. BB Wars in. It is wet, it is cold. We got this nice building though, that I'm pretty happy about, and I hope we can stay in and not move our rucks again.
Inside of the building would be nice.
Yeah, staying inside the building would be nice. I assume we're probably gonna attack this town at some point, but I don't think there's any rush right now. Russia just keeps sending fucking small teams to attack us. Some probing. Yeah, they're just out there sending like 4 to 10 man squads to push us and annoy us, but we don't really care. We're kind of having fun with it.
We've repelled it like so many times now. It's just.
Yeah, I'm not even like nervous when I see them running. It's like they're gonna get gunned down well before the door,
like,
anyways.
They send everything from just like militia, like militia groups to like. What I assume are like the harder hitting FSB guys, and it's like kind of just ends the same.
Yeah,
It's a hard building to take, and it's
also being held by
a
couple of pretty good squads.
Yeah, we have a pretty decent position, so.
Yeah, we took this last night and are happy to hold it. All right, so now this is where the real lull of the day happened. I actually finally managed to get my first hours of sleep since stepping on the field. I slept for probably 3 hours-ish around this period of time. I also did a couple of watch cycles, some of which had no action. Some of them were just a couple of just random RUSFOR pushing us out of the wood line. Pretty much the same thing we'd been experiencing all day, so there wasn't really much to note here. It is almost midnight on Saturday night. We still have our PB. Most people are sleeping. We're doing watch rotations. Haven't been hit by the Russians recently, to my knowledge. I was asleep, but they did fend off a couple small attacks. But yeah, I guess I'll update you if there's any action at night. So at about 1:30 in the morning, we decided to go out and do a raid on a RUSFOR position. So we actually left the police station, we went up and around into the woods near this little pond, and then we hit some of their back buildings on the backside. Now, I am not too sure at the results of that raid because we were kind of on almost a rear security. We held outside of one of the walls watching a lot of the other RUSFOR buildings to kind of make sure that the rest of our squad's egress was secure when they needed to leave that area. I do know that a lot of the guys we ran that raid with ended up getting hit and being left out in the field there and had to return back to PB afterwards. It was not a successful raid for us. This led into, however, probably the highlight of Saturday night, which was the police station raid. As soon as we got back to the police station, a lot of guys started bunking down and trying to go back to sleep. Now, I was watching through my thermal and saw a very large element of RUSFOR. When looking out over the area, there was kind of a large schoolhouse to the left. There was a large church in the middle, and then to the right were the connexes. And we saw this large group kind of gathering to the right of the church there. So I knew RUSFOR was going to hit us. I figured they were going to do a large raid at some point during the night and probably try to take that police station that they'd been trying to take all day. And that is exactly what came for us. So at about 3 a.m., 3 to 4 a.m., we see RUSFOR starting to approach in large numbers. I begin to yell, waking everybody up, get combat ready. RUSFOR is pushing, everyone's yelling, everyone's waking up. And it wasn't even probably a minute into this attack, I got shot through a window. So I immediately hit the floor and am dead for this encounter, but RUSFOR did not let up. They continued to throw grenades into that first floor, and then continue to fight up into the second and third floor of the building. The first floor was held by us and KVB, Rob's Rags, and TFM, Team Force Mayhem, who pretty much got decimated within the first 20 minutes of this firefight. And then the following was all the GMR group and a bunch of their chapters, as well as Blue Diamond group upstairs in the second and third story of the building, kind of holding it down with a fatal funnel. So the remaining hour to 2 hours of fighting was really RUSFOR battling out those two squads upstairs, while we kind of waited to see what would happen with the PB that we'd held all day. Fuck. Fucking hell. Watch your feet, watch your feet. Watch your back, it's burning, it's on fire.
Friendly in the closet! Fire! From the deck, fire! Friendly in the closet! Friendly in the closet!
Oh God! Oh! Oh my God! He stuck right on my. Oh!
Good morning.
Oh! Me.
Thank you. Sorry, boys. Sorry, boys.
Hey, good shit, guys. Good shit. So one of the highlights we had during this raid was the fact that since we're KVB and we wear Flectarn rather than multicam and we're running G36s rather than M4s, it's really easy in dark and in confusing situations to confuse us with RUSFOR. And that happened to Eric twice. He had a militia player come up and give him an armband and medic him back in, where he then took out a couple of RUSFOR before being taken out again. And then it happened a second time. Another RUSFOR member came over and gave Eric a medic water. He fully finished it, handed the water back to them, got up. He revived in one of our other guys on Rob's Rags, and then they tossed frags and just went to town on the RUSFOR in the bottom floor.
That was great.
It is 3:30 a.m. on Saturday. RUSFOR has officially pushed our shit in at the PB. GMR and Diamondback Group are currently fighting them upstairs. I believe they have just some sort of fatal funnel up there. So we're just hanging out, waiting until either RUSFOR takes the building or we continue to hold and see what cadre say, if we relocate Rux or what's going to happen. But as of right now, we are all just chilling in this room as they absolutely obliterate us. But we held pretty good. But the fight's been going for like an hour. I think they first pushed us at like probably 2:30. We got back from our raid around that time. So but yeah, no, it was fun. It was a good push from them. Very cool to see.
Hey, second floor RUSFOR, get the flag out for a picture.
God damn. We are currently getting kicked out of our PB. We're gonna do another half mile ruck, maybe. We'll see. Yippee. Yippee. So at this point, we've been officially kicked out of our PB. We packed our rucks and we rucked through the middle of the town, about half a mile to the next village over, which was occupied by the rest of Bravo Company. We found just an empty building towards the back where we knew wouldn't really be hit, and we just bunked down for the night. We didn't do any sort of watch rotations. We just tried to get as much sleep as we could. I think we officially got there around 4:30, and then we slept until about 6:30, so only about 2 hours of sleep there. And that was the last amount of sleep we had for the weekend. That then kicked us off into Sunday morning. So what are we doing?
They're gonna attack us, and then we're going to...
Oh, Russian's gonna attack us.
Yeah, we're gonna try to get into the wood line, so when they attack us, we'll be able to kind of...
Just run past them. Okay. Yeah, so that's the plan at 7:30 this morning. We got officially kicked out of our PB at like, I don't know, 3:30. Did a half mile ruck, bunked down at 4. Got 2 hours of sleep.
Not last night, but last like this time sleeping, fucking woke up with Ross. You were like, I was like so close to your face, and all of a sudden you just started fucking like ear rape.
Oh, snoring? Yeah, dude, my snoring can be bad sometimes, man.
How's my tree chopping skills?
Dude, I had my earplugs all the way in my ears last night.
Oh, bro, we were having a conversation.
7:16 a.m. Back on the move, Sunday morning. Last couple hours of the game. Almost there. My legs are sluggish. Left, TVB left! Go left, go left! What's left, let's go, TVB! Online. Go. Go, move, I'm popping smoke. I got him. Lay that shit down, Malcolm. Lay that shit down. Reloading.
You're good, I'm covering.
Up. Get online, get online. Get online.
Come on, push.
Left. Ah! Other way, other. Okay, you're good, thank you. Oh, I'm up. Boy, fire 12! All right, keep going, KVV, keep moving. Stay on line.
Hey, George Will.
Yeah, that guy's down.
Beyond! Oh, what for? Go center!
Woods! You guys dead? Yeah? Dead? Oh!
Fucking hell! You dead too?
I need a medic water. Medic water.
Good fucking thing. Oh, fuck you!
Oh, piece of shit, Suka!
I just put it in my freezer to keep it nice and...
That was smart. I didn't do that. Mine melted.
That's pretty good. How many milligrams of caffeine are in one of these?
It's like equivalent to a cup of coffee.
Really?
Yeah, 200 milligrams.
That's more than a cup of coffee for sure. A cup of coffee is, I think, 80 milligrams.
And I ate like almost an entire tin on the way home.
Dude, that's a heart attack waiting to happen.
So after this push into the wood line, we take a moment to regroup, reload, and then we go out to hit RUSFOR one last time as they go to push Bravo Company again.
What's in front of you? Hey, we need to back up here.
KVV online!
My battery's dead too.
That sucks. Get me tourniquet.
Yeah.
We're getting our last guy up.
Good. Up. Fucking hell. You got TQ?
My right leg, right ankle.
You're good. Medic water!
Medic!
Oh, fuck.
So around here is where my GoPro dies officially. It is the end of the event. They indexed at around 9 or 10 a.m. I believe they said latest would be 11 a.m., so it was around that time. We walked over to the AAR, got some feedback from all the players who were out there, as well as the event runners, and then that was the official end of Milsim West.
Yeah, I mean, that was the personally, that was the longest rock I've ever done for an event like that. It was a long rock. That was the longest one I've ever had. So yeah, it's just interesting how like something like that will compound on your body. Oh yeah. And you know, make you tired. I mean, that obviously first helps to be in shape. Yeah. But, yeah. I mean, that first night alone was rough. And then going into day 2 and getting pushed that hard at 3 in the morning and then having to ruck again to move. And I mean, the most sleep I got was that second ruck in the 2.5 hours we had. Yeah. And that was like, what, last night? Yeah. Yeah, that was, like I was saying to the guys, like, that was the best sleep I got because we decided just not to put anybody on watch. Yeah, we knew, and, you know, we were just, we had, that whole town was surrounded by us. Yeah, we knew we'd be okay, so we just passed out. So that was like I was saying, you know, I didn't anticipate you, like, you know, bothered to go on watch, so I slept like a baby for 2.5 hours.
Okay, gentlemen, it was a wet one, it was a wild one, we did a lot. You guys have passed all of the requirements to join KVB, and you have proven yourselves this weekend, surviving and thriving at an event with us. So as is age-old tradition, we will bless you in the sauerkraut. Please lift any hats, helmets, or night vision goggles. And now, you will be baptized in. Gentlemen, please rise and join the ranks. Congratulations.
Hell yeah, dude.
All right, Eric, on a rating of 1 to 10, is the Hilton Suite better or worse than PB Police Station?
Aaron RUSFOR is outside right now.
Now, I have to say, Milsim West is not for everyone. If you watch this video and you thought that some of the things we had to do, the lack of sleep, the weather, everything of that nature was miserable, you wouldn't be wrong. It was a challenging game. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I personally thought about backing out several times during the long ruck, the lack of sleep, the cold, the wet. There were definitely times where I didn't think I could make it through the whole game. However, I surprised myself by sticking through it. While I'm out on the field for Milsim West, the thought kept going through my mind of, why am I out here? Why am I doing this? I can go play Airsoft and drive home the same day and sleep in my bed. There is no need to be rucking through the middle of the night and not getting any sleep to play Airsoft. But all that being said, I have to admit that this was probably the most fun I've had playing Airsoft in a long time. I think the challenge that Milsim West brings is part of what makes it as good of a game as it is. Having an encounter where people are rushing your building and you're defending it is something that you might run into often in Airsoft, but it has never felt quite the way it did when we were defending our PB. The satisfaction you get after rucking a really long way at night and then finally taking a building and you get to sleep in that building because you fought for it and actually put in the work for it. It is a feeling in Airsoft I haven't felt before. So yeah, to kind of sum things up, I would say that if you're considering playing at Milsim West, do it. You will not regret it. You'll have a lot of fun. But just be prepared for what you're getting into. Prep yourself thoroughly and really be ready to survive the weekend. All right, thanks so much for watching. Make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe down below. It helps us out a lot. Make sure you follow us on all of our social media platforms. Join our Discord. There's a lot of great resources we have if you're considering going to an event like this and need help finding somewhere to start. So always feel free to reach out to us. That's what we're here for. And I hope you guys have a good one.